Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my platform. And those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. I'm the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle. And I'm going to do a reading for you guys today. So I wanted to kind of focus on energetic cleansing. So we're just going to pull a couple of these herbal cards. And we're going to talk about how to use herbs to heal and to cleanse your energy and stuff like that. And then we'll go into the collective reading. So I'm going to pull some cards and see what is the matching herb to whatever energy is in the collective. I hope you guys are having a good day. Now, if you have a personal question that you need answered, I pinned my PayPal link in the chat. Send me a $20 donation to my PayPal, or you can go to my Cash App, which is in the description box below. And once I have confirmed the payment, then you can ask your question and I will pull cards on it. Okay. All right, so that's how I'm making myself available to people. All right, let's cut the deck and see what we got here. Wow, skull cap meditation. So skull cap, so obviously meditation is going to help with cleansing energy. Anytime we meditate, we're going within and we're raising our frequency. And when we do that, it breaks us free from witchcraft, negative energy, lower vibrational thoughts. Meditation is the process of quieting the mind. And so I think it's really important. Okay. So meditating is going to be an important part of cleansing that everybody is going to, no matter throughout their spiritual experience, everyone will have their own experience with meditation. But it's something that's basically universal. And it's to slow down the thoughts and to slow down the mind so that we can gain control over the thoughts and not be a willing participant in the thoughts, more of an observer. Okay, so skull cap. It says, there is a change coming and some things will begin to look a lot brighter. Goals are also heightened, so now is a good time to set them and to perhaps check them with old and current ones and give some deeper thought into how you are going and what you could do about it. It says there is hope for anything that you may be concerned with, and a positive outcome looks more promising. Inspirations could be surrounding you in the opportunity to work with or inspire others. So don't let any good ideas gather dust. Have faith and believe in yourself. Botanical description of this herb. A member of the mint family, the wetland perennial herb. And perennial, if you guys don't know, means that once you plant it, every year it's going to come back. Annual plants are ones that you have to buy every year and plant them. Okay. So it says that it's an herb native to North America. It grows 80 centimeters, 31.5 inches in height. The flowers are blue purple in color. They have an upper and lower lip and grow along the leaf axis. The leaves are mid to bright green and have a serrated edge. The magical purposes for skull cap is love, peace, prosperity, and fidelity. It's the deities associated with skull cap are the goddess Hera, Saturn, Cronus, and Obatala, which is an Orisha. Okay, he's like the father. He's like the grandfatherly Orisha. This plant is associated. Skull cap is associated with the planet Saturn, which is also the day Saturn's day, Saturday. The signs are Aquarius and Capricorn, and its element is water. So you can do a skull cap meditation spell. It says skull cap can be used in rituals that involve making oaths and commitments. If you place them under your lover's shoes, they will not be tempted by the charms of another. Skull cap tea will prevent nightmares and assist with spiritual recovery. A bath with this herb will also help relax a disturbed aura and instill calm and harmony. So it's the base of this spell. You'll want to gather together 1 tablespoon of dried skull cap, a handful of jasmine flowered, fresh or dried, and 2 white candles. Fill a bath with warm water and add the skull cap and jasmine. You may like to play soft meditation music. Light the candles and relax in the bath, letting your mind drift and making sure that it clears and empties. Any negative or busy thoughts should be let go of. And if they come, swirl your hand through the water and imagine that the thoughts are swirling away. Relax and take your time. So I love that. Welcome in, Shaman Bria. Oh, hummingbirds outside. I love that. So meditation is a really important part of clearing your energy. Taking that spiritual bath with skull cap, that is definitely something that I'm going to do. All right, let's get one more. Bilberry Clarity. Very nice. Okay. I've not heard of bilberry, so I'm excited to see what it is. So meditation and clarity, those two things kind of go together. It's like gaining control over the mind and over the thoughts. So it says bilberry, says a revelation, a light being cast upon a situation will enable deeper understanding, and perhaps something that you have been waiting for will be uncovered. You may need to work with greater accuracy and be more mindful of smaller details at the moment. Protection of what you're sharing is also indicated, so don't show all of your hand just yet. Keep a little back for a while. Keep your eyes wide open now, because you just might miss a small but very important detail. Botanical description, it says a small bilberry is a small and highly adaptable European native plant that grows about 30 centimeters or 12 inches in height. Rosy green, bell-shaped, waxy flowers give way to dark blue berries that are about 1 centimeter, 0.4 inches in diameter. And although similar to blueberries, they are a lot softer. The leaves are oval with serrated edges and look similar to rose leaves. The magical correspondences are protection, luck, money, curse remover, hex breaker. Oh, snap. I'm going to have to get some of this. Travel and love. The deities associated with this plant are Zeus, Jupiter. Zeus and Jupiter are the same deity. Mananin, Mac and Lear. Okay, I don't know who those ones are. The planets associated are Jupiter and Pluto. The signs associated are Sagittarius, Pisces, and Leo, and the elements for this plant are fire and water. So a bilberry clarity spell says consuming or carrying bilberry will offer protection from evil and unwanted energies. Placing a few leaves under your doormat will ensure unwanted visitors do not call on you. Eating bilberries with cream and milk is considered to bring great luck and is any increase created for them. So basically, yeah, sounds like an awesome herb. This spell is very good when you wish to reveal the truth or when seeking greater clarity of a situation. Gather together a pen and paper, 1 small magnifying glass, 1 small bag or pouch, 3 basil leaves, 1 teaspoon of dried bilberry. On the piece of paper, write down what it is that you're seeking truth about or clarity with. Place the piece of paper on your hand and read it through the magnifying glass. Fold it 3 times towards yourself. Anytime you're doing any type of spiritual manifestation and you're writing something down, when you want to draw the energies to you, you're going to fold that paper towards yourself. When you want to send the energies away from you, you're going to fold that paper away from yourself. Same thing if you're dressing a candle with oil. You're going to, if you're using that candle to attract something, you're going to want to anoint the candle and roll it towards you, and then vice versa. If you want to repel something, you're going to want to do it away from you. So it says fold it 3 times and put it into a small bag along with the basil leaves and the bilberry. Wow, that is awesome. I think we're going to do one more. So meditation, clarity. Chamomile. Now, chamomile is one that you can get your hands on pretty easy just by getting a bag of tea. You can open one of the tea bags and take the dried chamomile flowers out of it. So calmness, so meditation, clarity, and calm. Okay, chamomile. I love the way that chamomile tastes. It's one of my most favorite teas. And you can also put, you can add chamomile to your bath water as well. So it says, step back a little and take a rest. If you're wondering about a situation, the answer is to let things go, let them be, or wait a little longer. It's time to seek harmony, tranquility, and peace. You may find what you are wanting to change or to happen will soon come along with new light, new fire and power all on its own. What is right and just, it will also come through. Be careful of being on the wrong side of the law, rules, or conventions, as you just may get burnt. This perennial plant, again, so when you plant it, it's going to come up every year. This perennial plant grows and is a spreading ground cover and features small daisy-like white little flowers that have a sweet apple scent, and does its feathery foliage. The name chamomile comes to us from the Greek word ground apple. That's interesting. So its uses are for luck, love, prosperity, calm, serenity, success, and justice. Wow, interesting. The deities are Cernunnos. Cernunnos is a horned god similar to Pan, but just like more like Celtic, I would say. How Pan is like not Celtic, Cernunnos is Celtic. Cerwidwen, that's another Celtic deity. Helios, which is the god of the sun, and Hermes, which is the god of alchemy. Mercury, the god of the planet Mercury. Mimir and Ra. So interesting. You can use this to invoke the light of Ra. The planet is the sun and the moon, obviously, with Ra. The signs are Cancer and Leo, and the elements are water and fire. So it says chamomile calm spell. An infusion of chamomile will make a very powerful wash to use on pathways, doorways, and windows to repel negative energies. So this is another way you can cleanse and put up protection. Okay, a bath with handfuls of flowers before any magical work that you undertake will increase the effectiveness of the spell. So sachets carried will increase your luck. Gather together 11 drops of lavender essential oil, which you can find that at the Dollar Tree if you guys know. Yeah, chamomile tea. Oh, so freaking good. I love it. Yeah, lavender is a oil that you can find at like the dollar store. And you can probably also find chamomile tea at the dollar store as well, if you guys have Dollar Trees where you're at. So it says you want 1 tablespoon of dried chamomile, 11 drops of lavender essential oil, large gorgeous bottle with a lid, around 4-cup capacity, and water. It says place the lavender essential oil and the chamomile into the bottle and fill it with water. Shake well by saying, around and around flowers of peace, settle disharmony and balance now seek. Ooh, I like that. Around and around flowers of peace, settle disharmony and balance now seek. Shake the bottle and 1/2 cup of water into a bucket to wash the floors and the paths when seeking calm and harmony in a place. For carpets and rugs, strain and add to a spray bottle and lightly mist the areas. So you can basically use that wash to cleanse your door frames, your windowsills. You know, you basically want to use it on the floorboards in the rooms that you have, because the floorboards do collect a lot of negative energy. I find myself, you know, you could even add a little bit of Florida water to that mixture, to all of the mixtures that we talked about with this magical herb deck. You can add some of that, and that will make it even stronger and add more of a purification and cleansing aspect. So that's how to deal with the energies using herbs. I love this deck. So now I think we're going to use What's the Tea? And we'll see what the tea is, what you're actually dealing with when it comes to needing to cleanse something out. And I don't even know if I did the prayer on this platform. I think I forgot, but we are calling upon the archangels, the Holy Spirit, the Most High God, and everything that is divine for this reading and for every other. And we're asking that they be with us. And we're asking specifically that Archangel Michael, please block out all negativity and put a bubble of light around us so that we can see the truth, gain clarity, and move forward in our lives. And we ask that the truth come to us and be revealed. Amen. And we also thank you, God, for everything that you're giving us, for all of the guidance and the assistance. And by watching my videos, you guys are agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled, please be on your best behavior, because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes gatekeeping, copywriting, shadow banning, and what is the other stuff? No energy harvesting, no evil eyes, and no black magic. All right. Now we got that done real fast. That was probably the fastest I've ever done that. Make sure you guys like the video. It really will greatly help this platform. Reflecting. So just like how that first card that we used with the magical oracle was about meditation, reflecting is like the act of seeking meditation. So you are reflecting on something right now, or you're being called to reflect on something involving your life. It could be about your energy, your vibration, or it could be about this other person. So you could also be reflecting upon somebody's bad reputation. I don't really feel like you have a bad reputation, but I do feel like you're dealing with somebody that has got a bad reputation. They've got a bad reputation for being very greedy, very needy, very codependent, and very vindictive. That's what more of their reputation is, for just being a pain in the ass, basically, to other people. That's what I'm getting, anyways. It's not like high school where it's like, oh, your reputation is so important. This person has ruined their reputation because of the continued actions that they take against you. And this person's belligerent rage and wrath and anger has got you reflecting on why in the heck you keep experiencing negative energy. Girl fight. You are dealing with somebody that wants to fight you. And if you're a girl, even if you're not a girl, this is still a girl that wants to fight you. And we're not calling this person a woman, because no woman would actively want to fight somebody else. Like, that's retarded. Arguments, physical fight, at war, competing. You're dealing with somebody that has ruined their own reputation, yet they're over here competing for what? What are they competing for, God? Favor. They want favor from God. Well, this is not how you go about getting favor from God. By attacking somebody else is not how you get God's favor. So this person literally, they want to like come up on you or run up on you. This person is competing over a man that you want nothing to do with. Ridiculous. This person's also a habitual time waster. They will like try to bait you into getting into an argument with them so that they can suck your energy and waste your time, basically. It says stuck, no changes, limited. This person's extremely limited. Like, they're limited because they're out of time. They're wasting time. They wasted a lot of time. Now all of a sudden, this person wants to come up against you guys, and they don't really have a reason. That's why they're trying to smile in your face. Anybody that's going to be completely fake, those types of people attract a lot of negativity because they never want to look beneath the mask that they're wearing. And they're always masking their emotions instead of just being their true, authentic self. This person's very aggressive. They believe that this person believes that they can fight you for your destiny or some shit. Like, they're really delusional. Hooked. They're so hooked on your energy and your divine life purpose that they've forgotten why God sent them here. Like, what are they supposed to be doing? This person doesn't even know what they're supposed to be doing. They're not being guided by like the Holy Spirit or anything like that. So that's one reason that they're really confused. What else, Spirit? They're bankrupt. This person is bankrupt. To be honest, what I'm kind of getting is that they were really hooked. They were like addicted to having witchcraft sent to you, and have spent a lot of money on this witchcraft, like a lot of it. And it's one reason that they're bankrupt right now. You're over here too busy winning. That flew out. You're reflecting and you're too busy winning. And this person is pissed because they're completely bankrupt and you're still winning. And they're like, what the hell? All of those spells that I paid for are not working. I want my money back. This person is stupid enough to go back to their practitioner and demand a refund. That practitioner is going to put this work on them. They better be careful. They're just very, very clout hungry, and they say anything, do anything. They make shit up. This person lies and is very dramatic, and they're very much so wanting to ruin your reputation because nobody likes them. Like, literally. This person also thinks that by sending evil to you, that it's going to do something for them. Why would sending evil to you make this person elevate? That doesn't even make sense. They're facing some type of legal issue. They're dealing with courts, lawyers, judges, all that type of crap. Immigration. This person could be an illegal immigrant that wants to fight you. Again, when are people going to learn their place in life? Literally. These illegal immigrants are not to take the place of actual citizens that already exist. So I don't know what delusional shit they're on, but this person's having to answer to a legal or justice system about their behavior. And there is evidence of this person doing spell work on you, paying for spell work to be done on you. And they're facing some type of having to do some type of, it may be community service or something that they're going to have to do to get out of this trouble. You're over here unbothered by their scarcity tactics that they keep trying to use on you, to force you into thinking that you can't speak the truth because basically they don't like it. This person's got a lot of bad karma because they keep trying to use force to get their way. You could have moved away from this person or left them where they were at, and they're like super pissed that you cut them off. This is somebody that used to be a friend, used to consider this person a friend or something. They're just pissed that you cut them off. Yeah, continue. They're mad because you're moving in silence and you're not telling them your every move. And so they don't know how to affect you next. They thought that they were going to put this bankruptcy, fraudulent shit on you, and it's backfired on them because there's no evidence of you being a part of whatever scheme that they're in or that they're creating. You're not a part of it. In fact, I don't even think that you've talked to this person in like over 3 years. So they know facts, never has the facts, makes shit up and lies. This person is always making things up. And again, you may end up having a court case where you're going to win a lot of money because somebody tried to defame your character. And like this person needs to stop trying to fight you and check themselves, because literally if you find out the things that these people have been saying about you in court, you could sue them for defamation. And then they're already bankrupt. They're going to be in even more poverty by defaming you. This is somebody who is a danger to themselves and a danger to society, and they need to be removed from everyday life, literally, and somebody needs to force this person to go to a mental institution and get help. Yeah, they're trying to fight over a boss daddy, somebody that's stable. This is what they want. They want to drain this masculine boss daddy energy from you, and they also want to be a part of this man's life if this is an external person. And this boss daddy maybe has their eye on you and is moving in silence to bring an offer to you, and this person is trying to persecute you for that. They're also a copycat and a theft. Yeah, this stupid woman wants to marry this boss daddy CEO person for money. This person knows that this is a snake that they're dealing with. This masculine energy knows that this is a snake. Photo proof, getting evidence. Literally, this person could be trying to get evidence that you have done something. There is no evidence. They've made everything up in their delusional ass mind. Like literally. This person is always partying. While you've been moving in silence and moving on, this person, like you've been moving, and this person is a grudge holder. Like they're always partying and they're holding a grudge, and this person is always talking shit. In fact, they're actually haunted by memories and flashback and karma that they're haunted by trauma and side effects that they inflicted upon themselves by behaving like this. I don't even know what to call this, but just low vibrational. Travel. This person doesn't want you to be able to move and travel. They don't want you moving around, and they sure as hell don't want you going on vacation with this boss daddy CEO person. They have tried to limit and bind you so that you have to stay in a certain area. And that's why continue to cleanse your area, continue to cleanse your energy, and pray that the archangels and that God assist you in staying safe from this person and their intentions. Because they're already on the way to hell, and they're going to try to drag you there as well. It says, this card that flew on the ground says, by you blocking this person, you are dodging negativity, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, and you're being protected from haters. So you saying no to this person and moving on with your life was the best thing that they can do. Now, since they don't know where you're located, all they can do is bully you online. Like, and even that has its limits. Like, there's only a certain amount of time. If this is somebody that is on your social media bullying you, report them, block them and report them. And then if they make a new account and do it again, just continually block these people. They want to threaten you and they want you to feel threatened, but like literally you're more of a threat than they are. Because if you have to defend yourself from this person, they're going to get wiped out. They're not going to exist anymore. This person's extremely greedy. They're doing all of this shit because they want this man's money, and this man wants to be with you. Yeah, you're over here hustling, focusing on money, focused on getting it, doing your due diligence to take care of yourself. And this person, all they do is want to spend someone else's money. They don't ever want to make money. They want people to just give them shit. Like, why? They're not doing anything to receive anything. So that's why they're not making money. And that's why they can't pay these legal, these court payments or whatever it is, like when you pay a lawyer, whatever that is. Love triangle. This person was always involved in third-party situations, multiple lovers. Okay, they're not stable emotionally. They're always talking shit, which I kind of said before. They're played out. This was a karmic friend that you used to have. Wow. Like I totally called that. They're broke. They're seriously freaking broke. They could also be facing a STD. And on top of that, they were trying to cock block you. That's crazy. Cock block you from what? Getting farther than them. That's what this is about. They don't want you to succeed because they're failing. This person could be being drugged through court and having to pay a lot in child support. Whose fault is that? You didn't have this karmic's baby. You're not a mother to this karmic's children. So again, they keep trying to associate why they're broke because of you. You're not doing anything to make this person broke. And if you were, oh fucking well. Same shit, different day with the cock blocking and trying to stop you and stuff. You can't stop another person. You can't control another person. So people might as well just get comfortable with the fact that they're not going to be able to have power over somebody that is connected to God, point blank, period. And God will always move you out of the way so that when this person's bad karma comes in, you're nowhere near them to have to suffer through it. This person's just a groupie. They were always a groupie, literally. Since the moment they met you, they've wanted to be a groupie. They want to be a copycat, an impersonator, an imposter, and somebody that they're not. And they believe that they're this like beautiful being of light and this divine being that they're not. There is nothing divine about this karmic bullshit that they're on. Divine beings do not operate in this type of scarcity, lack crap. Like, no. They got love on the brain. They're always dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, and nostalgic. This person thinks about you too much. They really need to get something better to do, like a hobby, something that they could do for their mental health or something like that, rather than focusing on you guys. Because I can guarantee that focusing on you is not going to make their life better. They've got bad habits. This person literally has addictions, toxicities, and substance problems. And they keep trying to accuse you of being, you are not like this person. There's nothing similar in your guys' lives, okay? This person is completely addicted, completely under control by another entity, and they're on substances, okay? Substances that cause this person to be delusional. They're stuck in their ego, basically. They could be feeling like you hurt their ego. Oh, well, maybe it's time for them to wake up from the matrix. This person could be blaming you for why a masculine left. You are not the reason that why this man left this woman. This man left this woman because they have bad habits. They're a cock blocker. They've got a ST. There's multiple reasons why this person left them. But yeah, you're not one of those reasons. Like literally, yes, this man wants to come towards you, but you are not the reason that this man left this other woman. This man left this other woman because they're crazy. Drama starter. This man, like, what type of grown-ass man wants to be a part of drama 24 hours a day and being with somebody that's completely egotistical? I mean, I literally pity this man that barely escaped with his life. You're over here in the energy of the jackpot, and that's why this person keeps trying to look you up. They want to find a way. Thank you, Fashionista. Welcome in. They want to find a way to look you up and research you and get information on you. They're going to have to make a fake profile because you're not going to accept this person's friend request or whatever they send. And you know that they're coming in only because you're in the energy of the jackpot. Trust me, if you were suffering and in the energy of scarcity tactics, this stupid bitch would never want to talk to you again. It's only because you're winning that this person wants to come back in, and because they've got bills to pay and they are accustomed to forcing other people to pay their debts, which is not going to happen. This person could be fishing for comments, literally going through your social media, seeing every time this person sees that somebody is nice to you, they get upset. Like, that's crazy. You're over here ignoring purposeful and personal triggers because you know that it's coming from an obsessive ex-friend, somebody that's obsessed with someone else, dangerously toxic, possessive, and karmic. And you really cannot do anything for this person. So it's kind of pointless for them to keep trying to make you the focus of the reason that they're going through shit. They could be crying over you. This person could be like, ever since so-and-so's not in my life, everything has gone bad. Well, just shows that this person should have valued you while they had you in their life. Now that you're gone, they are going up shit's creek without a paddle because they never did right by you. This person literally could be part of the LGBTQ plus community, and there's nothing wrong with that. But this person is not honest with the way that they feel about you. And that's shady. Like, being around somebody and having secret feelings for them and never be admitting their intention is shady. My God, it is so freaking hot in here. I have to turn on this other fan. This is why I don't do the readings in the afternoon, because it gets like literally too hot. Okay, hopefully that helps a little bit. Like, it is like crazy. I'm like sweating so bad. Your light irritates their demons, which we already knew that. Make sure you guys like the video. And this person could be taking screenshots of you. That's crazy. They want you back because they see you being this queen rising, stepping into your power. And this person's just hating on your happiness. They're a wolf in sheep's clothing. They're always creeping and peeping around the corner at you like, no. No way. And sorry if that extra fan is making noise. I don't mean for it to be that loud, but it's just way too hot in this room. Thief. They were always planning to steal from you. This person was never going to do right by you. They want to steal emotionally from you, mentally from you. This person wants you all tripped up on their energy and questioning yourself about them. This person has been competing with you for a long time, but you can't compete where you don't compare. And this person is like nothing like you. You guys are worlds apart. This person could also be, you blocking them is dodging negativity. This person, I was just going to say, could also be facing child services. They could be losing their children or having to pay child support or whatever. Again, that's not your problem, but this person wants you to feel responsible for their suffering, and you're just not. They're responsible. They're the ones that created all these ridiculous actions the entire time. So, this person could be losing their vehicle as well, blaming you about that. It's like this person blames you for everything that happens in their life, even though they're the ones creating their own life. Like, that's crazy to me. How can you blame somebody else when you're the one creating your own experience? They were used to you giving them money in the past. You used to give this person money when they needed help. Now they need help and you're not around to give them money. But trust me, they are still watching you. They're still wanting to know your every move. This person is a spiritual hater. Why would you give money to somebody that hates you? Like, it's crazy. They're also running from themselves, and they're running from the karma that they created. You're over here being uninterested. You're also unfazed by their drama because you know that they're just using fake accounts to spy on you and get information. This person ain't shit. They're the same. They're exactly the same as they used to be. They're trying to get some type of evidence that you've done something so that they can validate what's going on in their brain. You rejected them and you moved on from them. And because you did, you're actually getting offers in life. This person is an impersonator. They want to be you. They want to be an imposter. They're also trying to steal your creative ideas. And for some reason, this person was stealing your creative ideas, but they're not able to do this anymore. They want to give you some type of dirty offer. They're stuck in their head and stalking you, which is weird. Watching Obsessed. They want the inside scoop about your life, and they're trying to take a closer look. They're dirt digging, obviously, with the inside scoop there. And they're going to come in and want to kiss your ass so that they can make you some type of offer. And I'm getting like real itchy all over my body. I'm getting itchy. This person is very irritating. They're agitating. They're angry. They're lustful. They're vengeful. They're like, this person would pretend to be your friend, come into your life and try to destroy you from the inside. That's what their plan is. And they're going to fake flex in your face while asking you for your help. This person, they have spent all of their damn money, like I said, on witchcraft, on abusing this divination. They've sent all of their money. They want to know about a romantic love affair if you have accepted this masculine energy in, which you have not, okay? Because this person is not going to come towards you while they're still connected to this broke-ass karmic. And so this person is really, really blaming you for why their life hasn't been good, but they're the ones. This person fucks over everyone they come into contact with. They don't do right by anybody. So I don't know why they're confused as to why their life is going bad. This person will not even uphold any amount of justice for any amount of time. So I think it's kind of ridiculous that they feel like you should not be able to move forward because of the choices that they made. This is like somebody that wanted to stay attached at the hip to you your entire life because they feel like you have a better life than them. And they were the one that brought you up to this man. So if they didn't want this man to be with you, they probably should not have brought you up to him. Okay, we're going to use the Thoth deck, and then I'm going to probably bounce because it's way too hot in here. But yeah, we're going to see if this person pops out with the Thoth deck. And where they're coming out at, what it's going to say. I'm kind of curious as to why this friend from the past feels like right now is the you're having milk chocolate chip cookies for us. Yay. Damn it, a washcloth. I know. I probably am going to have to do that after this. It's just like at this time of the day, the sun hits this building in a certain type of way. So let's see what this person is actually even talking about, because they're literally talking nonsense. I feel like this person is judging you from a perspective that's not even accurate, which is just kind of delusional. I don't know if they tried to sacrifice you or what, but they want something that's yours. Knight of Cups. They want this masculine energy super bad. I don't feel like this person wants this other woman, though. I do feel like she is super upset and wants to fight you over a man that you don't even talk to. Like, that's insane to me. This person is the type of person that would go behind you and sleep with your brothers, your sisters. Yeah, all they want to do is they're a freaking Jezebel. All they want to do is oppress this man. They seriously, that's what their intention is, to oppress this man. It would please them greatly if they could, please, can I just oppress this person? Can I have their money? It would greatly please them if they could oppress this masculine energy. However, this masculine energy wants nothing to do with this karmic. They're like, yeah, I'll pass. That's funny. She also doesn't want you to use your intuition or discernment. You're over here being the whole sun, lighting up people's lives, and this person wants to oppress that. That's crazy. What is this? Love. Literally, this person wants the love that God has for you to come to them. And they're wondering, why doesn't God love me? God loves everybody, sweetie. Like, even those of them, those people that are complete fuck ups, that fail at everything, that never make the correct choice, God even loves those people. So for this person to think that because you're favored that God doesn't love them, that is actually not true. You're just highly favored because you stay in alignment and you've shown to God your worth. This person has not made God a priority in their life. Okay, that is why God is favoring you. And it's not even like God's favoring you over them, but when it comes down to it, if this person's trying to take something from you, yeah, your abundance is yours. God is favoring you. And this person feels like they felt like they were going to sacrifice you with magic. Okay. That they were going to sacrifice you with magic, and that way they would be able to oppress you and have what's yours. No, God still favors you. That's why your soul is not being siphoned. Your soul is not going to be ripped out of your body and given to some demon. This person is silly. And again, they're comparing God not loving them to you being favored, and they're not realizing that God does love them. The fact that God has not wiped them out completely shows that God loves them, because their behavior is bullshit. Their actions and choices and words are bullshit. This person cannot be taken seriously. And that's probably why they're having their children taken from them. Look at this. They hate you because you're a beautiful artist and you have an artistic ability that brings abundance. This person is just a fucking hater. They're just super disappointed that this sacrifice witchcraft did not work on you. And now they're having to pay with the moon and their mental health. This person is really struggling with their mental health. And they need to go to a doctor. You're not the answer to this person's mental health. Them throwing their witchcraft and their mental health disease and demon on you is not going to fix their whatever mental health issue they have going on. Them projecting their problems onto you is not going to fix their problems. So they might as well just stop right now. Because straight up, if they want their problem answered, maybe they need to submit to God and become obedient and stop trying to project shit onto you, because you're not going to fix this person's problems. They need to fix their own problems. And what they can't fix, they could give to God. But they're just super disappointed that they weren't able to use black magic to sacrifice you, or to sacrifice this masculine energy that adores you. This person sees that you do good works. Finally, it's starting to cool down here. They see that you do these good works. They see that your art is this good works, and then it helps other people. And they're envious of that. They want to have that for themselves, but there's nothing artistic about this person. They're very, very bland. This person reminds me of mashed potatoes without salt and pepper and garlic powder. This is somebody that has they're bland. And that's okay. It's okay to be boring and bland and ordinary. There's nothing wrong with that. But this person is seeing your extraordinary self, and they're upset about it because they're like, why am I not like that? They're not like that because this person practices black magic. You do not practice black magic. You work for God. That's why this person's life is messed up. They keep questioning why are you succeeding and they're not. And it's because, first of all, your guys' paths are not the same. And secondly, this person could do things to turn their situation around, but they choose not to. They choose disappointment and moon magic, you know, rather than God. So that's basically why. Yeah, they want this love union, and they want this twin flame union that you have really bad. This person, I can tell you that this female energy, all they want is to be supported by a man. They don't want love. They don't, like, they say that they want love and abundance and shit, but this person really, all they want is to be supported by a man, and for a man to take on all the responsibility that this karmic person has in life. That's all they want. That's what they really want, but they're never going to say that to a man, because why? A man would be like, why am I going to completely take up all of the responsibility for you in your life? Why would I do that? This person wants total control and domination over others. That's why they're up under the moon doing this dumb shit. They feel like they should be able to, they feel like you shouldn't be the Hierophant, but that's the thing. You are the Hierophant. You're going through an adjustment right now, and so is this person, and they're not being grateful for the fact that God has spared them, and they're not being grateful for the fact that you have not retaliated against them. If you would have sought revenge or vengeance against this person, they would have been in a very pitiful, sorrowful state. The only reason that they're standing on the two legs that they have right now is because you did not fire back at them when they tried to sacrifice you. You showed them a courtesy and a kindness that they were not worthy of, and that they never showed to you. High Priestess, you knew intuitively when to walk away from this person and when to give it up, because you knew that you also had a Wheel of Fortune coming in, and that you were coming into alignment, aka a truce with the universe, to where you're going to have an era of peace and enlightenment and success and abundance and prosperity. And this other person is wondering why they're not walking the same path as you, but they don't want to make any changes to the direction that they're heading, trying to dominate and control people with the fucking moon, literally, and with magic. Come on now. They take pleasure in hurting and harming other people. You do not. That's a major, big difference. This person's extremely foolish to believe that that they would be able to overpower you in this lifetime. This person tried this shit in another lifetime, and maybe they had a victory, but you know what? This lifetime, it's not going to happen. This Knight of Wands, fiery energy, this person is never going to get an emperor. This person is not an empress. They're like a Queen of Cups in the reverse. They're extremely lustful, and they love to manipulate men. This person loves to use sexuality and sex and stuff to manipulate people. Another reason you want nothing to do with them. You know this person's way, like the way that they are. That's why you don't want anything to do with them. You're over here completing a cycle by getting into alignment, and there's nothing that they can do about that. You're also the star. This person, because you are rising up and stepping into the spotlight, is causing this person to be in the energy of ruin. They're also, their glamour magic spells have broken. The way this person was feeding off of you, they're not able to get satiated off your energy anymore. The Ace of Wands just flew out all sideways. Look at that. This person wants your creative projects to be sabotaged in some type of way. And so if you allowed them to come into your life now, they would go right to what you're working on. Oh, I'm glad that you caught me live too, Nurkarim. Literally, this person would go right to what you're working on, and they would start to downplay it, downplay your successes and your victories, and to talk shit on it. And that's one reason that you don't have this negative Nancy around, because they're always trying to bring you down. And it's only so that they can dominate your energetic field. This person wants total control and domination. They're kind of obsessed with control. They're obsessed with control, but they're completely out of control, which doesn't make sense to me. This person is experiencing ruin and death. They could very well be passing away. They're also experiencing a lot of sorrow right now, and these monitoring spirits that they sent out to spy on you and to steal your creative ideas, you are protected from that. Literally, it's futile. It's basically pointless and useless to come up against you. Why? Because you conspire with the universe. They do not. The universe is actually going out of its way to protect you guys at this time. And to protect this emperor energy that this person wants, but will never ever have. Because it's the new aeon. It's not the era of sacrifice and this dumb shit that they were on. Literally, you're too strong. Your power is too strong for this person. Your destiny is too powerful for this person. If they were able to walk in your shoes for 1 second, they would say, oh, I give up. This is too much for me. I can't do it. They don't have what it takes. Literally, to be you, this person does not have what it takes. They should definitely just settle for something less, because they're never going to be you. Welcome in, BC. I hope you're having a good day. This person will never become you. They will never be blessed and favored like you. And it's because, AKA, what they continue to do by sending monitoring spirits, by trying to steal your ideas, by trying to cause you death, by trying to cause you sorrow, ruin, and loss, and oppression, and all this stupid shit, disappointment. They've tried to use the moon to disappoint you. This person wants you to revert back to an old version of yourself that does not exist. Empress, you're so powerful, and this person is so afraid. They're truly afraid. They're afraid of your intuition, your high priestess ability, your star power, and your intuitive nature, your psychic senses. This person knows that you're going to pick up on their interference. It's basically futile to try to interfere with your path and your journey. Also, these people are extremely lazy. This is why they want to copy your ideas and steal your creative workings. It's because they're lazy. They don't have anything going for themselves. This person has no depth to them. They're very surface level, skin deep, very vain, very shallow person that only cares about finances and money and controlling other people. That's why they're not going to have any of it. They could have been working with a chariot energy to come up against you. And this chariot energy is also lazy. They like to take the short path, the shortcut to get things that are not owed to them. Literally, this person this ex-friend of yours has tried to put police on you and said that you do something illegal that you don't do. Literally, you're over here in hermit mode because this person's been trying to put the police on you, and you're extremely virtuous. This is another reason that the police can't do anything to you. You haven't committed any type of crime that would warrant you being stalked and attacked like this. So this person might want to be mindful of what they keep trying to have done to you, because it will happen to them. This person uses the devil to try to influence the police to come after you, to inflict some type of cruelty and abuse on you, because you're succeeding and they're not. They're not winning in life. Okay, is there anything else that we need to know about? Yeah, you're here to live a life of luxury, and because you're in alignment, you will do that. This person values science over spirituality, which is one reason that they're never going to beat you. This person will, they work in an environment where they have access to looking at chakras and shit like that. This person's gifts have been stripped from them. They don't have a psychic power anymore that they were abusing. But it's because it came from the devil. That's why this person wants to pretend to be you, because you have a lot of psychic powers. They were sending a lot of evil eye, and they were really trying to get this evil eye shit down to a science to where it could be documented. Yeah. I would return this person their energy, rebuke them, and report them to God anytime you feel them playing around with your energy. By doing that, you will have a success and victory over them. And this person will be completely defeated. Their evil eye has got them defeated, not you. They wanted to create a change that couldn't be reversed. Change just flipped over. They wanted to create a change that could not be reversed. And it has backfired. You're definitely having a victory over this person. And you're here to gain. Literally, you have a lot to gain in this lifetime. You also are the energy of the Ace of Cups, which is a loving family, kind support, and all of that good stuff. All right, let's get an outcome. What does collective need to do? Oh, use those herbs that we talked about at the beginning of this to cleanse your energy from this person and to cleanse your home, because they're sending a lot of evil eye to where you live. They don't want you having any type of structure, stability, or safety in your life. So yeah, cut this person off. If you know who they are, don't include them in your prayers. Don't like literally pray that this person finds God, but also pray that they find a way away from you, because they're very destructive. I pray that my enemies find God and repent and stop doing this dumb shit. Because I know, for me, I know who this person is, or who they were to me. They were always a fake bitch. It's still a fake bitch. Look at this wealth. Like, you're not going to separate yourself from your wealth. Your wealth is what you came into this lifetime with. That's things that this person doesn't have. You also are very courageous and valiant, which is why you're going to succeed and they're not. I mean, they're going to succeed at putting themselves in a pickle, but they're not going to be able to get out of this situation they put themselves in, because they're going to associate you succeeding with why they're failing. And that's not, just because you're favored doesn't mean, like, this person literally believes that God favors you and hates them. God does not hate this person. God doesn't like what this person is doing. God still, like, God loves everybody. God is love. That this person is not hated by God. They just feel that way because, what did I say? What you send out, you will get back. They sent out hatred. That's why they feel hated by the divine. And they could be hated by some of your ancestors. You know, that's very possible. But God does, the way that this person feels about God is not true. God does not hate this person. God is not happy with the way that they behave and the actions that they're taking, but God does not hate them. God still loves them and still wants this person to wake up and do better. Like, literally. This person's very worried about your connection to the divine because they feel like they can't trick anybody if you're still in your position. And you're not getting out of position until God says you don't need to be there anymore. And the moment that you don't need to be there is not going to be the moment that this person steps up to your position. This person could never wear your shoes. They could never be you, and they could never fulfill your destiny. It's just not for them. Princess of Cups, you're royalty. You are considered royalty to the Most High God. This person is considered to be a very ordinary person. You also have a lot of dark divine feminine energy that's surrounding you, and this person's trying to play on that and say that you're connected to the devil when it's them. This Chariot energy is going to wake up from being under this spell, and literally they're going to be like, holy shit, we were being manipulated by this witch the entire time. Yep, you were. They're going to leave you alone. So don't be, and it'll be a swift change. The way that these cops are going to turn on this karmic is going to be swift justice, because she was saying that you were doing debauchery, that you engage in selling substances and doing crack and all this stupid shit that you have nothing to do with. It's like ridiculous. I can't even take this person serious. Like, they're a joke. And the fact that the police took this idiot seriously makes me think that they're a fucking joke as well. And I'm not trying to be rude, but anybody that's going to be under the possession of the devil, listening to a karmic that's just trying to send a janky evil eye, and if cops that don't use their discernment need to be taken out of the force. In fact, I would love to develop an intuitive course for these officers to have to take so that they don't fuck around and find out by abducting and persecuting the wrong person, which happens every day. So again, if they were trained to use their intuition in some type of way, we would not be looking at this situation the way that it is. Like, literally, you have used your discernment, and that is why you're continuing to thrive. You've got a lot of fiery energy with this Prince of Wands. Literally, you have a lot more support than what you think you do. A lot of it is coming from the spiritual realm, but not all of it. You do have people in the physical that love you and see you for your worth. They see you as the beautiful being that you are, and that the fact that you hold this divine energy, you're helping the universe become a better place. People know that, and that's why these cops have not, they see that something's different about you. They just don't know exactly what it is. Also, this karmic is actively trying to betray you and stab you in the back. They're trying to they don't want you to be able to create art or to create anything that would make anybody be kind to you or compassionate towards you. And that's exactly what this person's going to face is cruelty, because they were trying to separate you from your gifts, from your loved ones, and from your life. and from your ability to make money and have an income and live every day. So this person needs to worry about their court case. They need to worry about their children being taken, and they need to mind their fucking business and stay out of yours. That's my best advice for this person, is to stop trying to dominate your life with this bullshit moon magic, because they're going to remain disappointed in the new age of Aquarius. Projections galore. That's exactly it. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. Just know that you're having a victory over this person without having to do anything. Like, this person thought that they were going to fight you, that you were going to put up a fight. You're not going to argue with this person. You're not going to go back and forth with them. You're not going to debate with them. That's literally what they want, to just drain you out. You're going to just completely ignore this person, and literally you're going to be able to move forward. So I wouldn't worry about it. And I wouldn't worry about these officers either. They're going to get it together. I really feel like God is going to divinely intervene on that and show them who the real devil was in the situation. And a lot of this was just jealousy and envy and hearsay stuff anyways. So it just will not uphold in court. Like, anything that this person was trying to get money out of you for, they should have tried to set somebody else up, somebody that wasn't highly favored by God. Like, seriously, they should have tried to set up somebody that was just like them. All right, so for some inspiration, we have, I choose to find humor and joy in every situation. This is truly laughable. This person cannot be taken seriously. You can literally laugh at them. I'm unapologetically myself. By you being yourself, it causes this person to feel a certain type of way. But just know that you being yourself is why we love you. It says small steps every day. It doesn't matter how small the steps are, how long it takes you, you're still going to get there. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're not having bad dreams anymore. Ooh, onion rings and steak. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Wow. Wow. Yeah, there's so much to be grateful for in life that we could focus on, and this other person has no gratitude within their heart. Your potential to succeed is infinite, literally. When you look for the blessings in the little places, that's when you really see how everything is worth. It says, I'm worthy of a long-term and loving companion, both kitty and doggy. Give your best today and you won't regret tomorrow. By you doing the right thing every day, it keeps you in position and it keeps you in the upright. So anything that gets thrown at you will not overtake you. It says, no one is you, and that is your superpower. I am the author of my own life. You get to write your own story. This person is a side, as they're like, what is it called? They're like a side person in your story. They're not the main. This person wants to be the author of your story. They don't have the ability to write the story that you're writing for yourself. It says, I deserve to take breaks and recharge my energy. Yes, you do. Let's get one more. Be bright, be brave, and be you. By you guys being yourself, it's what keeps you favored. It's what keeps you in alignment. And, who would want to be anybody else? That's crazy talk. That's crazy thoughts. So remember, just cleanse your area, cleanse your life, meditate, try to do anything to find peace, because this person is trying to disturb y'all's peace. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Until the next reading, peace be with you. Please like this video, tap the notification bell, share it if you feel compelled to, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Side roach. That's exactly it. They're a side roach. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next reading. Peace be with you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.